Chester is a city most famous for its legendary landmarks, amazing architecture and spectacular scenery. Just a short stroll along the city walls gives tourists a brief history lesson about the monuments they might pass. Tourists flock from all over the UK to catch a glimpse of the city's famous black and white buildings, Gothic-style structures and medieval establishments. But despite the city bursting with national pride and unity, apart from its racecourse, which is the oldest in Britain, the city lacks any real identity when it comes to sport. The Town Crier is at the heart of Chester. This pub is a hotspot for locals to enjoy live sports action, but the chances of the pub ever screening a Chester FC fixture are slim, purely due to restrictions implied by streaming services. What sport would you say usually brings the most customers to the Town Crier?
Usually it depends on the season. It's football, usually, but if you've got Six Nations on, you can get busy with that as well.
Is there a particular football team that locals tend to support that makes it a bit busier?
We are usually busy when it's like Liverpool or Man City.
Yeah. Has there ever been any demand from any Chester fans to show any of their fixtures?
Yeah.
There has?
There has, yeah.
There has
so
been a bit
when
of
it's
demand.
on like the red button,
Yeah.
they usually ask us if we can get the button on and they watch it on there.
But despite demand being there from the fans to screen fixtures, Liverpool and the Manchester clubs have a footballing stranglehold over the city.
Lads.
I caught up with a colleague of mine from Halfords who recently moved from London to Chester to see if this was a nationwide problem. When did you move to Chester and where did you move from?
I moved to Chester just shy of 12 years ago from London.
And is it similar in London in regards to people from smaller areas supporting the big teams like Chelsea, Tottenham or Arsenal?
I mean, it is similar, but weirdly, down south, lots of people support United and Liverpool, like, I suppose, glory hunters from the 80s and 90s. But you do get a lot of people around here that support, like, Liverpool and United, so yeah, it's quite similar in that respect.
Do you feel any sort of affiliation to Chester since moving here, like the football team?
I can't say I do, no. I can't say I really knew much about the Chester Football Club.
Is there any reason why you think that is?
I don't think they're particularly active on socials or even... I worked up in the top of Birkenhead for quite a few years, and Tranmere do quite a lot of stuff in the community, which I don't think Chester do. Or if they do, they don't shout about it as much.
And do you think Chester lacks kind of a sporting identity?
Bar maybe the racecourse and maybe the rugby club. Yeah, but I don't automatically think of Chester and think high-class sport, no. As
someone who has been working around the football club for a number of weeks, I know the club runs community events. But why are locals not able to see this? In my opinion, it's down to the lack of eyes and interest towards Chester FC. Chester's noisy neighbours Wrexham have enjoyed a turn of fortune since their Hollywood takeover in 2020. The takeover has helped unite the football club, and I spoke to a long-serving Wrexham fan who referenced some of the problems that Chester might be experiencing.
Obviously we've got new owners that have come in from Hollywood, but we're on the back of 20-30 years ago we could get 15,000 fans into that stadium, whereas Chester have always been on average of 2,000 or 3,000. So we're a bit of a hotbed of football. With North Wales is only really one club, and you get a lot of Flint that side to divide between Chester and Wrexham, whereas Chester have got Liverpool, United, Everton, a lot of big clubs, and as a Wrexham fan it's quite obvious who you choose to support in that scenario, isn't it?
Maybe Chester can take solace from what Wrexham has been able to build in such a short space of time. They might not have the finances to compete with Hollywood, but if they can show ambition, drive and passion, maybe, just maybe, they can cement a sporting identity which seems to have eluded them in recent years.